So I'm just going to quickly go over question 16. This is test 9, section 8. So this question says, if xy equals 7 and x minus y equals 5, then x squared y minus xy squared equals what? So this looks very overwhelming at first, but we know from our experience with the SAT that this is going to be just some combination of the information that they gave us. And we can be pretty sure that what's going on between xy and x minus y is going to be multiplication or addition, because what we ultimately are being asked about is bigger. So we can try to add xy and x minus y. It's not going to be that interesting because it would just be xy plus x minus y, and then we could fill in what these are. Oops, didn't record that. Okay, so the only problem is that this is not at all close to this. So that gives us a pretty good idea, which we probably most of us had from the beginning, that the operation we need to complete between xy and x minus y is multiplication. So let's just test that out. So this will require that we distribute this xy to x and to negative y. So when we multiply xy times x times x gives us x squared, and the y just stays alone. So that is multiplying xy just times x. Okay, and then we need to distribute the xy to the negative y. So that's going to give us negative x y squared. Since we have two y's, we have y times y, which gives us y squared. So then if we check this out, we see that it gives us perfectly what they're asking for, x squared y minus xy squared. So the last thing we have to do is just plug in the information we have for the values of xy and x minus y. So we multiplied these two pieces of information. So we're going to do that again. 7 times 5 gives us 35. And this is a good example of a question where you might have some luck just realizing that you're being given very little information. You're being given 7 and 5. And you know 7 times 5 is 35. So if you're if you're having a really hard time with this problem, it's not too much of a shot in the dark to pick 35, because you do have some logic at least behind it. So if you can get rid of one answer and you have a justification for your answer choice, this is not a bad question to guess on.